What is up, guys? It's Jackal. It's Kirby. You know what that means. Typical Bojack. Let go. Alright, there's a secret in here in this first level. I know it, and I forget. We'll figure it out. Alright, so Season 4, Episode 2. I don't even remember what is this one called? The Old Sugarman Place or something like that? All I know is I was told that this show is supposed to emotionally break you on episodes 11. Episode 2, last I checked, is not episode 11. So I am not expecting to have, like, my entire shit rocked. Oh, this place. Shit. Alright. Drop down. Oh. I thought he was about to do the other one. Alright, let's kill this guy. And then we'll get to talking. Yeah, so, this episode, really the only thing that I want to talk about is the end of the episode, which was, you know, the revelation that Bojack's grandmother was lobotomized. That was the really big revelation. And a really, really, really fucked up one. I was, not prepared for that. And the thing that came with it was the most heartbreaking. Because all we've ever seen of Bojack's mom is, I mean, that she is a giant, cantankerous. Nope, that's not gonna work. Damn. Oh! I saw that coming. I had to brace for impact and it didn't work. Oh, that hurt though. Alright, dip. Nope. End in sight. But when Bojack's grandmother was lobotomized, one of the first things that she told Beatrice was, don't ever love anybody the way that I loved Cracker Jack. Or something along those lines. That might not be the exact word, but don't love anybody as much as I loved your brother. Now, she's saying this to a little girl who is very clearly noticing something wrong with her mother. And in a situation with with her father, where he doesn't really know at all how to help people deal with any sort of emotion, it seems. You know, it's why he opts for, you know, just removing his wife's brain as opposed to, you know, doing anything about it. Which, part of you wonders how much of that was just knowledge of the time and how much is that just, you know, as far as medical science goes. Oh, that didn't work. And how much of it is just the way that, like, her father was. Damn it. I mean, I still win, but still. Excellent. Alright. I think I spent, like, a half hour doing this fucking shit last time when I played through here on the non-game plus. Boing, 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 boing. Hooah. But, you know, regardless of which one, you know, it really wants to be, because the show doesn't really make a commentary on that, and I mean, you can go either way. The one that I'm going to focus on is more so the mother's words to her daughter. Now, again, you know, How much of this was the lobotomy talking at this point? Dick. You don't really know, but the effect that it has on Beatrice is the same either way. Don't love anybody the way that I loved your brother. And, I mean, she very clearly is going to take that message to heart. And, you know, now you have somebody who is pretty much going to be conditioned from the earliest stages of her, at this point, like, youth development. Maybe not earliest. I don't know how old the sister is at this point. Maybe she's like 6, 7? 7 seems about correct. You know, by the time she's starting to grow up and she's starting to, you know, get more of an idea of the world around her and who she's going to start being. One of the early lessons that she has in life. Don't love anybody the way that I loved your brother. And she very clearly saw how much her and her brother would play piano with each other and sing together. Like, they had a pretty decent relationship with one another. It's just one of those things where, like, you really have to remember that, you know, I guess, you know, this goes not just for the show, but for real life as well. You know, I talk about, you know, I know I've talked about before how there were signs of my depression that my parents told me that, you know, they not ignored, but that they just kind of didn't do anything about because, you know, I mean, well, I was raised by my grandparents. Ooh! Easy there, Dragon Mouth. And, you know, my grandparents are 10 years apart from each other. My grandmother was born in, you know, 1948. My grandfather, 1959. They're like 10 and a half years apart. Not even 10 years and like some change. Got 'em. But even, you know, ignoring the age difference, because I mean, for this it's not really relevant. The time they both come from is a time where our knowledge and appreciation of anything related to mental health just simply was not there at that point in time. Alright, I keep hitting this up arrow and I don't want to. Smack him, smack him, smack him, smack him. Yes! There we go, baby! Alright, so we make a little set of stairs for ourselves and everything works out just fine. Oh, full health too. What a wonderful thing. But you know, both of my grandparents come from a time where none of this shit was addressed or appreciated in any sort of real way. And, you know, it kind of shows because, especially from those past generations, we have to think of our, especially my generation, people who are in their 30s, a little bit older, a little bit younger. You really have to keep in mind that, you know, there are traumatic things that our families have done to us. And, you know, those things aren't right, they're not good. You know, a lot of them done by our very parents. You know, little things that they don't even know that are harmful to you. Just little things every day that exacerbate your issues. But a big thing is that they just don't understand these things. And a lot of these people are victims of their own forms of just life-changing... Well, I guess for Beatrice it wouldn't be abuse, but like, in a sense with, you know, between husband and wife, you know, there's moments that shape you, traumatic events that shape all of us. And, you know, that's not just going to have a ripple effect through you, that's going to affect, that's not just going to be a ripple through you in your life. That's going to end up, because you interact with the world around you, that's going to end up being a thing that you carry with you forever. That's going to alter the way that you raise your kids, the way that you have friendships, the way, all these little things that... You're a dickhead. Fuck out of here. But a lot of these things you don't even realize that, these are going to affect a lot of your relationships going forwards. Smash him. And sometimes I don't even know if we're even aware of these events when they happen to us. I think it's just something that, maybe we figure out the exact moment. I feel like because we experience our own lives, moment to moment, we may not see and really be able to find, like, the moments that really end up defining us. Maybe you can figure the one out, but it almost feels like maybe those are something that you can only really know from kind of an outside perspective. Like, does Bojack's mother even remember that her mom said that to her? Or is that just something that, just got ingrained to her and she just lived out the rest of her life? Or that she remembers the event but not just unaware of the ways that actually really truly affects her life. And all of her interactions. It's hard to say. It's hard to say with anyone. Because it got me to thinking, what are certain life-changing events that, traumatic events in my life that might have led to me being the way that I am with whatever it is that I'm thinking about. Wow. Dude just suplexed me twice. Like a bitch. If I just sucked and blowed, these fights would be easier. I would like the faster beetle. This dude is fucking hideous looking. But I mean, one of the things that, I know that, really transformed my life, when we think of, events in our life, I know I've talked about one of my cousins, being, unfortunately, killed in a domestic abuse situation with her then boyfriend. But that more formed, like, how religion, like, kind of formed in my mind. It's been a while since I've talked about that. It's probably been more than a year at this point. But I guess to just go over that one real quick, like, we have an event that, I think I was in 7th grade. And, I was already a very, like, curious and, like, doubtful kid about just the world around me. My parents all raised me on fucking hippie music and fucking George Carlin fucking lessons. Not that they even knew it, but, like, my parents were always a product of, like, the counterculture generation that they were a part of. Fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. I don't know why this level's been so hard for me to beat. Jesus. What's up? How's your shit? cool. Ooh boy. Alright, sorry about that. Ooh boy. Let my phone switch on me there. My roommates just came home from a... Alright, my bad. Ended up, my roommates who were supposed to... I thought I had like 10 more minutes before they got home. But, they got home from their concert they went to in the city a little bit early. So I was just getting my stuff out. Didn't think it was going to take as long as I did, so I didn't initially pause. Ooh, straight to the top. Hell yeah. Do your dance, my boy. But anyway, I lost a cousin in a domestic violence situation with her boyfriend, and that had more of an impact of me, like, at the time, you know, I was 13, starting to get to be a little rebellious fucking asshole, and, you know, was having a little bit of doubts about, you know, religious matters, especially coming up in a, especially coming up in a Catholic family, you know, it happens. You grow up some form of Orthodox, you're probably going to end up questioning it at some point, and it's probably healthy for you if you do. But, yeah, it led to like a little crisis of faith as a teenager, because there was a, one of my cousins who was, you know, 3 or 4 at the time. You know, she was supposed to have, at some point, seen her mom's body, and, you know, being told by people just that, you know, you know, it's just part of the plan, you know, just seemed like a way to kind of shoo away my curiosity as to, like, what was the point of a lot of things. And, you know, I guess it was because, you know, let's face it, you know, when you ask, you know, your priest or whatever, usually it's at the end of Mass, you know, they want to go home, they want to relax, they got shit to do. So, like, you know, it's just in a way to just kind of, you know, shoo a kid away. But, you know, this, you know, these small little events that, you know, we do with people just kind of end up changing you, because, you know, now because of that, I think the way that I do about, you know, religion. Not because of that event, you know, that's not the singular driver of, like, what my thought is, but, like, that's the catalyst. Now, you know, there may have been a different catalyst in a different time, you know, in a different alternative world. You know, it might have been something else, it might have been nothing else. There's not really a way to know. Just getting my ass beat. A classic ass whooping is what I'm getting. And it hurts. We're just gonna have to start eating fools, not avoiding them. These are the assholes, though. Of all the choices I had, that was the wrong one. That's what we need. We need the Porky Spark. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Beautiful. Alright. Can we get another life for like the 3 that I've lost? Nope. But I mean, then we also have, you know, events where, oh boy, I dragged my foot up, my finger off the ting. Oof. Kamikaze, baby. And I got damaged in the meanwhile, so it really was like a kamikaze. Oh, this shit. Just eat them. There you go. No? Oh. Okay. Or you can just do that. But, even smaller, I mean, you know, there's obviously the, me getting hit by a car thing. That obviously was gonna shape a lot of the ways that, you know, I deal with, you know, my risk avoidance and other things like that. Oh, damn. Got him. Ooh, there's the lives that we lost. I found them all. I found them right here, guys. They're right here. They were here the whole time. I didn't lose any lives for a second. See, look, I had 17 lives that whole time. Everyone saw it. Unless I had 18 at the start, and then, oops. Oh, the best level in the game. Because it's got the best song. Got him. As we run into everything else. But I remember, you know, me getting hit by a car just didn't, you know, change me. I remember my grandfather, you know, that event changed him an awful lot. Because I remember, you know, that happened when I had just been over the age of 15. So I remember when that happened, I had a lot of problems afterwards where it felt like he had started to become even more protective the older I got, not less. And I remember one of the events that happened that, you know, had really, really, really driven a wedge between us was, I remember when I was teaching karate, there was a day where they had asked me to substitute in a suburb that certain areas of it were fine, but there were other areas of it that were very much the opposite of fine. Oh boy. Sniper, ow, ow. But of course, where the class was going to be in an area that was fine. And the way to get there, though, can be kind of dangerous because the highways were not nice. Now, my dad didn't know that, I've gone into areas that I definitely, by his standard of safety, should not have ever gone in. But, friends live in places, you go to places that are not as savory, but, what are you going to do? Not go to your friend's crib or whatever? There it is. And there it is. The warp point. But that was way too late. I know that was a day that really got me to think about, what kind of freedoms that a parent should give a child, It's always a bunch of small events, some more traumatic. I mean, I'm not going to say that, things that happen to me are on par with, Beatrice's mother having a lobotomy, but I just mean events in your life that just end up shaping you. Good and bad, and for better and worse. Unfortunately, this show is going to be looking at probably a lot more of those negative interactions than the positive ones. But, this goes to show that, a lot of the people's behaviors, like, everyone's got a story. Everyone's got some fucking shit that happened to them. Nobody goes through life fucking unscarred. Like, everyone's gonna have some baggage that they end up carrying with them. Some more than less. And the less you got, man, fucking A, the better for you. Alright, well, this round is not gonna go how I want. Nope. I just got stomped on. Fucking stomp them in the nuts. Excellent. Whoop. Take a ride with me. So, I mean, that should give you, like, when you think of things like that, that should give you more pause to, like, definitely be a lot, like, cooler with people overall, because, like, you do have to remember that a lot of times people's, fucked up behaviors are, a result of a lot of the shit they've gone through, just as it is with you. That's not the case for you, and then, like, magically, and then the other people, like, they're just assholes. Like, you may have moments where you're like, oh, well, I'm not an asshole, it's just that somebody did this to me, and it really affected me in this sort of way, so, now it's like this. And it's like, okay, well, cool, but you have to think and realize that for a lot of other people, that's exactly the same thing. A lot of other people have had people that have, wronged them in some sort of way that affects them and their interactions with how they have with people. And people are pretty, not like super, ultra, mega, duper predictable, but people are pretty predictable. Like, I feel like if we look at most of our lives and ooh, you dick face. I think if we look at most of our own lives, if we see each other's lives from the outside and we just kind of go A to B to C, we can all kind of figure out how everybody ended up in the place that they're at. So, just be fucking cool about it. It's really rough because working with my younger cousin's ex, the part about that that's really rough is that, she'll say a lot of, she'll talk a lot of shit about, my cousin, because to her, that's her ex, and he's done a lot of fucked up shit to her. And I get it. Like, she has, she should have every right to voice all of those concerns the way that she wants to. But, like, it's hard for me because, watching him grow up, I saw I saw the algebraic. Is algebraic a... Ooh, I overshot that. Is algebraic a word? I saw the mathematical equation as to how, he ended up where he ended up. And, that doesn't make his behaviors okay, but it makes you, the more you know about someone, the harder it is for you to... That was expertise. I like that shit. No! I died at like the same amount of health. If I could not lose 2 life right away and keep up that pace, that would have been extra nice. Even my older cousin, like, now, I'm not saying this is, like, it's not necessarily gross or whatever, but, like, my family... Oh, sorry, I have the door cracked because this room's a little warm, and I'm trying to heat the basement up. We had an extra warm day today. And because we have roommates that live in the basement, because today is an extra warm day, the heat never was on, and the basement, which is underground, where the ground is still relatively frozen, it is, and it just kind of was moving a bit and making noise. But, I've never seen a family like mine where farting is so heinous like it is in my family. Now, I'm sure they exist, but, like, my family is, like, farting is almost goddamn near the worst thing you could ever do around them. Like, and I'm not saying it's not gross. Like, it is ass gas. Like, it is gross. Like, don't get me wrong. But, like, the way that my family freaks out about it is completely unreasonable. I was hoping to do that double pump that I got him with last time. No, with the fucking spitting, goddamn it. I'm gonna get clapped. God damn it. 33 minutes. I want to beat this game. Is there a sword guy close by anywhere? Okay, that is not a sword guy. That is quite very much not a sword guy. Cool. And seppuku. That's annoying. But, like, my older cousin at work, somebody at work will fart, and he will, like, he'll tell me later, like, bro, they fucking farted like a fucking pig. Fucking disgusting. And it's just like, bro, yeah, it's gross, but again, I've never seen anyone have the reactions to it that my family does. And I could, like, it's just fun to watch it. What a dick. I wanted to turn around to spit it out. Because I had a feeling he was there and I didn't want to kill him. Alright, I don't know if... Well, that round was obviously slower for me to do that, but just drop down to 3. So that was an abject failure in every single way. Cool. But, you know, like I said, somebody at work will do it, and, you know, just the way that our family is with that kind of shit, it's just funny to watch, like, how much it influences his behavior while we're at work. Damn it. Man, I just want to beat this fucking guy. Can I just do that? Can I just beat the final boss today? I don't think it's gonna happen. If I don't beat him this time, then that's it. Because that's really it for today. There's not really much else to say. It's making me feel a hell of a lot better, though, I'm not gonna lie. That was really making me feel a hell of a lot better, actually. But yeah, no, just remember that, you know, everybody kind of goes through their own shit. And the repercussions that it has, like, can... Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm having a problem with my D-pad or not. This feels like abnormally bad. Like I'm, like, advanced terrible. Okay. Except for one more. You know, just because one more, maybe. Maybe. You never know. Maybe it'll happen. But yeah, everyone's got baggage. Everyone's gone through shit. You're not nearly as alone as you think you are in whatever shit you're experiencing and feeling. Someone's gone through it. Most have survived it. But a lot of it changes you. And you kind of have to be aware of that when you interact with people. Not that, like, you should be, like, stepping on eggshells to deal with people, but just in remembering, like, what are the things that people go through. There we go. Alright, good enough. Bro, I'm so close, I want to do one more. Oh god, it's been 40 minutes, son of a bitch. It's been so long. It's fine, I've had a long week. It's nice to unwind for a day. Hey, we got stoned again. Definitely not as easy as just going to the museum and getting my sword power that way. feel like I'm definitely having a problem with my D-pad. I think all the damage to my phone case is finally starting to get to it. I've had this phone for like 2 years. It's time to get a new one anyway. Dude just slams on me. Alright. That's going to be it for today, guys. I was not able to beat this dude. This is fucking brutal. But we'll beat him next time. We always do. Till then.